Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic, host of Bachelor Nation News. We have a non-Bachelor story, non-Love is Blind, non-Vanderpump, just a sad day for the world of dancing. Dancing with the Stars head judge Len Goodman has passed away, and we're going to discuss this. Now, it's tragic, but he was in hospice with his friends and family. He had just retired from Dancing with the Stars and had a nice send-off. As far as lives that could be lived, he certainly squeezed the most out of all the lemons given to him. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals. I'm going to have more content on the podcast, Bachelor Rush Hour, and also you can check out my behind the scenes of what I've got going on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. Today's behind the scenes, we discuss the alumni that are joining me for my new series, Driving with Dave. We had Reality Steve on a few weeks back, and now I've got a big alumni, and it's a good interview, and I shared some clips of that, which is going to air, I think, on Thursday. I shared clips of that on Patreon at patreon.com/Dave Neal. Every afternoon, Bachelor Rush Hour, the podcast. Go check that out. All right, so let's see what the tributes are. We've got the Today Show offering a tribute. I'm late to this story. It's 11 a.m. on the West Coast, and I'm just finding the news, but it broke about 5 hours ago. Len Goodman, longtime judge on Dancing with the Stars, has died at the age of 78 after suffering from bone cancer. Let's play this clip, then we'll go on Twitter and show some of the other alumni from Dancing with the Stars and judges that are offering their condolences and their tributes to Len Goodman. This is like, if you didn't have a grandfather growing up, Len Goodman's the closest thing we had. Have a watch.
Some bad news here at the top. First up, Len Goodman, the longtime judge of Dancing with the Stars and Strictly Come Dancing, has passed away at the age of 78. Our friend Chanel's here with more on that story. Good morning.
Good morning to all of you guys. For nearly 2 decades, Goodman was the head judge on Dancing with the Stars, critiquing more than 3,000 routines on the show. After suffering from bone cancer, Goodman died peacefully over the weekend and is now being remembered by family, friends, and fans for his upbeat nature and sense of humor.
Len Goodman. It's again from Len.
This morning, fans are celebrating the remarkable life of Len Goodman, the beloved Dancing with the Stars judge who passed away over the weekend at age 78. Goodman's agent confirmed the news, saying that he had died at a hospice on Saturday, peacefully surrounded by his family. He had been suffering from bone cancer. Goodman served as the head judge on Dancing with the Stars for 17 years, shepherding the hit show since season 1.
What a fabulous way to start this off.
Back in November, he announced his retirement, saying he wanted to spend more time with his family back in Britain.
I've been with the show since it started in 2005, and it has been a huge pleasure to be a part of such a wonderful show.
The audience paying tribute with a standing ovation. Goodman began dancing as a young adult, winning the British Championships in his late 20s. He was almost 60 years old, running a dance school, according to the BBC, when the call came to judge the popular British show Strictly Come Dancing in 2004. He rose to stardom in the U.S. with his longtime run on Strictly's U.S. adaptation, Dancing with the Stars. He was praised for his straightforward approach to giving feedback to contestants. He was also complimentary and kind. This morning, celebrities sending condolences via social media. Goodman's fellow judge,
so let's
Bruno
get to that. Yeah, real touching. Hey, 78. Can you imagine at the age of 60 or in his 50s, whenever it was, that he was catapulted into stardom, not just here on the American version, Dancing with the Stars, but Strictly Come Dancing, the UK, original version over there. So here's what a few people have had to say. Of course, some of the people that have worked with Len over the years had statements to be made after hearing of his passing. Bruno Tonioli said, "Heartbroken, my dear friend and partner for 19 years. The one and only ballroom legend, Len Goodman, passed away. I will treasure the memories of our adventures. There will never be anyone like you. You will always be my perfect 10. Derek Huff said, "Hold my gaze. Heartbroken by the news of our dear friend and mentor, Len Goodman. Still hard to fully process, but filled with gratitude knowing I had the privilege of working beside this absolute legend. We will miss you dearly, Len. We love you. Rest in peace, my friend." And here's a video that Derek posted with Len recently.
What do you want out of it? No, we didn't do it. We just talked about it. Come on, man. They're begging for it. They want you to do your TikTok. Come on.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's one number I really like.
What's it called?
Strutting.
Here's my strutting, do-do-do. Strutting my way on over to you. You like my strut? I like yours too.
I mean, great mobility. What a showman. Carrie Ananaba, Bruno. Is this their last video together? Derek Huff. There it is. Oh, right. There it is. The one, the only, Len Goodman. This was the moment, I believe. This was his final moment on the show.
Len, you have seen more than 3,000 routines here in this ballroom. And I know that you've got something to say tonight.
Well, whilst we're all getting excited and looking forward so much to the finale next week, it will also be with a touch of sadness, as this will be my last season judging on Dancing with the Stars.
Woof! Can you imagine? Can you hear the gasps from the... It sounds so dramatic, but everything in Dancing with the Stars is dramatic, right? So the audience is just gasping here. You know, it's one of those things. You know, I'm 37. I'll be 38 next week. Mortality is one of those things you don't think of till you look at your parents or your grandparents and they get to a certain age and you start to contemplate, like, look, the show wasn't going to last forever. And the show's still going on. The tribute that they will have for Len Goodman on the premiere of the next season of Dancing with the Stars, I imagine will be quite incredible. So he offered his statements. We already shared some of that. And here's... I think Len danced in this dance. Let's see if we can find the part. I don't want to play I can't play the music here. So, does Len come out at the end here? I'm trying to find this. Oh, here he is. So Derek Huff. So there's Derek Huff. And this is probably the last dance, and then there's Len. Very elegant. Amazing. A showman. There he is. Len Goodman. I think we can also find, if we look, here's some bits from him from his Strictly Come Dancing, the UK version.
Head judge, Len Goodman.
If you don't get 4 10s for that, I'm going to go home and pickle my walnuts.
I don't know, this obsession we have with British culture. You know, we're so busy. You know, the royal family this, the royal family that. This is royal family. This is England's finest.
Just chuck it all in and hope for the best.
Everyone's reporting on it. It's just it's one of those, just sad stories here.
Oh, yes. I'll do it again. I enjoyed it so much.
His mobility story.
Well, it was a lot of things happened all at once. I'd hurt my foot playing football, so I couldn't play. My mate told me he went ballroom dancing. And I thought, well, I'll give it a go. There's girls there. So I had a winkle picker on one foot, my dad's carpet slipper on the other, and off I went dancing. And you know what? I loved it. This whole place, the Rivoli Ballroom, is basically one of the few places that is still, as I remember it when I was first here, getting on for 60 years ago. I look at myself here, I was good looking, I was a handsome little devil. I don't know how I used to do these things. I used to do lots of lifts and things in cabarets. At the time, I'm 23 or 4. In later life, I've had to have a knee replacement because of arthritis. This year, in January, I had a rotator cuff shoulder injury. And the surgeon said, having the operation is 20%. The other 80% is exercise and looking after your joints. My biggest concern when I had my knee done, and even more so when I had my shoulder done, is that I wouldn't be able to play golf. I said, when can I play golf? And the doctor said, no golf until June. But I was playing in April. And I put that down to a little bit of physio, exercise, and of course, a little bit of flexi-sec. I do it on my shoulder, I do it on my knee. I call it my magic rub. You mustn't let pain get in the way of life. You know, it's so easy to sit in a chair and say, oh, I've got a bad knee, I'm not doing anything. You've got to push yourself a little bit now and again. The secret is to stay active. And I think if you do that, then things will work for you. For me, staying active keeps a smile on my face. You know, people say, what's the best time of your life? Well, I don't know because I haven't lived my life, but at the moment, life is wonderful. 74 years old, I feel fit as a biscuit and I'm ready to rumble. You've got to stay active. That's the secret.
Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit of wisdom from Len Goodman. May he rest in peace. More content coming to you right after this.